Namaste, my name is Annika. Thank you so much for joining me. If it's your first time on my channel, tons and tons of different yoga classes, full hour sessions to pick from. And at the end, I usually do a little sound healing. Today's yoga practice is going to be yin yoga. So you're not going to be off your mat. It's going to be deeply, deeply relaxing. And we're going to get into some stuck energetic centers in your body. So let's begin on our mat. Just sitting cross-legged. Comfortable position. Maybe you're sitting up on a block. You could also take a meditation position on your knees if that's more comfortable for you. If you're sitting cross-legged, place your hands down on top of the knees to ground your body. Feel your sit bones on the mat. Take a deep inhale and maybe as you exhale, just allow the eyes to close. Just arrive on your mat. Easiest way to do that is to physically feel all points of contact with your ground, with your mat. So I start at my toes and just gradually work my way through the body, scanning, feeling. And just a nice gentle breath, maybe a count of 3 in through the nose and out through the nose. Feeling the body grounded and heavy on the mat. Shoulders relaxing, eyelids heavy, hands heavy. As you're breathing in, feeling the belly rise, and then draw back in. Maybe contemplating what brings you to your mat today. What does your practice bring you? What do you need more of in your life? What would you like to work towards? Slowly find your way into child's pose. So take the knees apart on your mat, bring your big toes to touch, and rest your bum down onto the heels. Slowly see if you can walk the fingers forward as far as they'll go, bringing your hips as far down to the heels as you can. Take an inhale and slowly allow the heart to come down onto your mat, forehead coming down onto your mat. As you exhale, just let the belly fall in between the thighs. Slowly fingertip your hands all the way over to the right. Left hand comes on top of right. And just turn your left cheek over to the side. Just extending through that left side of your body. Maybe threading that left hand underneath the armpit. Turn the palms to face up. Lower back down. So now just giving your shoulder an opportunity to open up. Shoulders getting tight and heavy. When there's external weight on the shoulders, stress, carrying the weight of the world on your shoulders, that phrase came from somewhere. Slowly release, extend the hands out to the front again. And when you're ready, just walk the hands all the way over to the left. Right hand on top of left. Sliding the right hand underneath, turn the palm up, and just open out the shoulder. Slowly release. Raise yourself up. Everything nice and slow. Just draw the feet round in front. Bring the soles of the feet together like a diamond shape. Maybe grab the flab from your sits bones. Take a deep inhale, reach the hands up. And exhale, draw the body forward. You'll get stuck at some point, so actually start to walk the fingers underneath the calves, the ankles, turn the palms up. Take an inhale, try to lift up through the chest, and slowly start to creep the body forward. Allow the head to fall. Relax the fingers. Try to relax your elbows. And send the breath into your lower back. Slowly rise. Just cross the ankles for me. Take a deep inhale. Reach the hands up above the head and interlace your fingers. Just press the palms up. Press up. Extend through the spine. Maybe drop the chin down towards the chest. And now just bring those hands right behind the back of the head. Take an inhale and open out your elbows, open out your chest. You can keep your eyes closed if you like, and exhale. Just bring your chin to your chest, bring the elbows towards each other. Hands are still on the back of your head, just to release through the back of your neck. Just using the hands as weights. And breathe. Good. Inhale, slowly rise. Keep your left hand on the top of your head. Take the right hand down to the side. So have your fingers just above your ear. Take an inhale, lengthen. Exhale, draw that left ear down towards the shoulder. Just using the arm as a counterweight. Fingers that are on the ground, walk them out as far as they'll go, and then you'll feel that in the trapezius, that triangle space. Try to relax your fingers. Take a deep breath in and exhale it out. Slowly release the hand, let the chin come down to the chest. And slowly lift the chin again. This time, right hand, bring it over, top of the head, fingers just above the ears. Take an inhale, lift the spine and exhale. Right ear down towards the shoulder, walk those left fingers out. So feeling this in that trapezius, that side of your neck, top of your shoulder area. It's where we hold a lot of tension when we get stressed. Holiday period may be looking very different for many of us. Cause a lot of tension, stress. We have to really try to bring ourselves back into today. What are we doing today? What can be done today? We had a full moon last night, and this energy continues for 4 days. So very careful, please, on the roads. Accidents happen on full moons, many more accidents. So much filling our heads, and yet most of it is in the future. So let's try and stay grounded in the present today. What can we deal with today, right now? Because the rest of it is all just mental energy, cluttering. Slowly release the hand, chin to chest. Take an inhale. And sit up, just raise the shoulders up and down the back. Come on to all fours for me. Just tuck your toes. Spread the fingers. Any little shapes that your body would like to make for a moment or two, for a few breaths. Maybe some cat-cows. Some side to side with the hips. And when you can, just draw the left foot in between the hands. Curl the back toe under and walk the leg back. Now bring the hands to the inside of the foot. Maybe walk the foot to the outside a little bit. You could take your left hand and just press that knee open a little bit. And then just bring the hands back to the inside. You can release your back foot if that feels good. You could use a block here. You could come down to your elbows. And it's called dragon. And it works into the hip. It works all the way down the front of the hip, into the thigh, into the quad, the hip flexors. Relax your head. As soon as I told you to relax, I relaxed mine. Try to find a little stillness as we hold this shape for a few moments. Sit in the discomfort that may arise. Notice what the mind does when it feels uncomfortable. It looks for a way to get comfortable. It's obvious. So this mental training is to sit in discomfort. The edge. Sit with our edge a little longer and with awareness. So we then train our minds, our consciousness, to deal with discomfort off our mat. Sounds like a good life plan to me. Need to do this yoga as much as possible. And breathe. And breathe. If you don't have a block and you're just resting on your hands, you could turn the fingers round to the back and work your wrists a little bit. You're not going to be here for too much longer. So breathe deeper. And slowly, slowly release. Toe heel your left foot all the way across to the other side. So your left knee is behind your left wrist. Setting up for swan. So I want you to access how this feels. As you're doing this remotely, you don't have a teacher to correct you, but if you take the knee to the very outside, wiggle your toes as far forward as you can get them. Your back toe, your back foot, walk your knee into the middle of your mat, then release the foot. Square off the shoulders, the hips finally. Take a deep inhale and see if you can lower down. And if you're stuck here, that's absolutely fine. Try to soften your elbows a little. If you have a pillow or a block, go grab, because maybe you can rest your elbows here, coming down just a little bit more. And maybe you're on the floor, and it's often something that I see is that everybody's kind of rolled over onto the butt because it feels way more comfortable. But try to make sure your hips are right over the middle of your mat. Settle in and relax. If you're feeling this in your knee and it's feeling really painful, you can take this shape on your back, cross your left ankle on top of your right knee, and you'll be making the same shape just on your back with less pressure on the knee. Slowly rise. Just come onto your bum and open out the legs to a wide straddle. Just flex your feet for me. Just tense the quads. It'll release your hamstrings. Take a deep inhale, reach up, and exhale, draw the fingers down to the floor. Take an inhale, lift up through your chest. Maybe flex the feet again. Releases the hamstrings, the back of the legs. And exhale, begin to lower a little bit more. You can walk your fingers forward. Relax the feet. Maybe one more inhale to lengthen and draw forward. If you have a block, maybe you can rest your elbows on your block. You could rest your head on your block. Or you could go the full Monty and let gravity do the job. Just turn your palms over. Just notice where you're feeling the resistance in the body, maybe back of the thighs. And send the breath to those tight spaces. Relax the head a little deeper. Slowly rise. Take a breath. Try to cross your legs. If your legs work, it's okay. Come on to all fours one more time. And when you're ready, you'll take your right foot forward, but you can take a few cat-cows if that feels good. You'll draw that right foot forward, placing the hands to the inside of the foot. You can release, just walk that back knee back. Maybe take your hand and open out that hip a little bit. Come on to the knife edge of this foot. Then toe heel in a little bit, bring both hands to the inside. You could use your block to rest your elbows, but just let the hips draw down towards the mat. And I'd like to make sure you're not balancing directly on top of your kneecap. So draw the hips forward. Maybe one side is different than the other. I can't drop to my elbows on this side, which just means this side of the body a little tighter, holding on a little more. Again, the body always giving you signals. It's kind of an external reflection of what's going on inside. So if you have tightness on one side, which side? Left side, right side? Masculine side, feminine side? The doing side, the overdoing side? Or the overgiving side? The under giving on the left? All clues that you can read about if you Google the link between the body and emotions. So into this dragon shape, we go into the fire. But we will get spat out the other side in one piece, I promise. Like anything in life, we get through even the toughest times. I have a little ornament by Winston Churchill. A quote says, "When you're going through hell, just keep going." In this posture, we're in the fire a little bit. Tapas in Sanskrit, sitting with discomfort. Slowly, slowly begin to transition into swan. So toe heel the foot across. Bring that right knee to the outside edge of your mat. Now the back leg, walk it to the middle, walk it back and release the toe. Square off your shoulders, square off your hips, and find a place where you can settle. So don't fall onto your bum, stay right over the middle. Take a breath and settle into your shape. And you may notice a sensation in your hip. If you have, again, sensation that's overwhelming in the knee, take this position, I'll show you. Take this shape on your back, lay down, crossing, right foot on top, reach behind, and just interlace your fingers behind the thigh. So you're still working on this hip joint, which is where we're targeting. So I'll return to swan on my front. You can actually learn to really love this shape. I promise. Slowly rise. Make your way onto your back. You can hug your knees in. Make sure your block is close by. Give yourself a little squeeze, maybe a little rock left to right. Give your lower back a little massage. And plant the feet into the mat. If you have a block, you can place this right underneath the lower back, right above your butt crack in that little triangle space. It'll feel good. If you don't have a block, don't worry. Just toe heel the feet together and allow the knees to just fall apart into a reclined butterfly shape. Now you could open out your palms to the side, or you could rest left hand on the heart, right hand on the belly, and just hang out. Slowly, slowly, draw the knees together and just lift the feet to the sky one at a time. Just bring the hands down by the side and just let your legs hang for a few moments. Slowly, slowly, draw the heels back down to the ground. If you have a block, remove it. And just roll over onto your right side for me. Place one hand on top of the knees, draw them up, and take your left hand up and overhead. Reach the arm long, or you can add a little bend to bring in the shoulder. Just finalize by turning the nose towards the armpit. Slowly release your arm. Find your way over to the opposite side. Bring the hand onto the knee. And raise your right arm above the head, turning the nose towards your armpit. Slowly release and find your final resting shape. Just extending your legs long. Bringing the hands down by the sides, palms facing up. And take rest. Take a soft inhale and a soft exhale. Just coming slowly back into your body. Take a deep breath. Maybe opening the eyes. Just taking it in, you're alive, you woke up today. Another day. You get the gift of being alive. Let's take a good morning stretch. Reach the hands, point the fingers, point the toes. Good, drawing the knees one at a time into the body. Just give yourself a big squeeze. Slowly making your way onto your right side. And when you're ready, pressing up to a comfortable seated position to seal in your practice. Just bring your hands into your heart. Take a deep inhale and exhale it out through the mouth. Gratitude for this incredible body, this vehicle. Gratitude simply for life, for having an opportunity to experience life with all its good stuff, all its bad stuff, and all the stuff in between. Just take care and keep plugging in to you, deep down in there. The light in me honors the light in each and every one of you. Namaste. Oh, did you like that, Bodhi? He always lets out the biggest groan afterwards. Yeah, that's how we all feel too.